Star Wars Visions, the new animated TV show, is now available for you all to go and watch on Disney Plus. They have dropped all 9 episodes directly right now. So if you have been like one of those people that have been very excited for it, you can go binge it right now. It's not dropping weekly, it's all there. So I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on it. I've watched all of them. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe as well. And without further ado, let's jump into this review of Star Wars Vision.
I accept this responsibility.
Okay, so Star Wars Visions. Look, this was one that wasn't really on my big anticipated of the Star Wars stuff that was announced because it was fairly new. We didn't have too much of an idea what was going to go on with the Visions. So it was kind of down the pecking order. Then the trailer dropped. And if you guys know me, I do love me some anime. Absolutely. I've been on a binge lately. I've caught up with My Hero Academia. Absolutely love that. I've started Attack on Titan. I'm really enjoying that. I'm on a binge of anime. So I was just like, brilliant. Star Wars Vision, you add in one of my favorite franchises of all time in Star Wars, and you add in the Japanese element of the animation that they create when they create their anime. Bring that over to the Star Wars universe. Boom, sign me up. And the trailer looked absolutely insane. It looked so good. So I was very, very hyped for this particular TV show. I thought they would drop it weekly, but they clearly didn't. They dropped it all in one go, and I just binged it all. And I must say, I'm very impressed with what they were able to do. I really thoroughly enjoyed this quite a lot. Now, this isn't going to be for everyone. I can tell you that now. The animation styles are all different in every single episode, which I absolutely love because I love seeing all these different type of animation styles. Like the first episode, you've got that black and white, very old school style that I actually really enjoyed with the lightsabers and the blaster bullets being the color in this palette of just black and white. And it looked really good. Then you've got like the modern day animation that they use in different ones. Because if you've watched anime, you know, for instance, Dragon Ball has completely different animation from Attack on Titan. From My Hero is completely different. From One Piece is completely different. Like Naruto, you go on and go on and go on. They're all different styles of anime, and that's what I really liked about this was that it gives them the like our society, like I don't know, what are we called? The Western, I guess. The Western. We got more animation from the Japanese side. We're getting to see the different styles and understand that this is what anime is. It's like all about the different styles. And I know some people are going to hate certain styles of anime, and that's perfectly fine because it's all subjective. It's art, it's drawing. So I don't expect everyone to love every single episode like I did and love all the different animated styles. Some styles aren't going to suit you guys, and that's perfectly fine. But I enjoyed all that. Now, they are very short episodes because if you follow anime, that you know anime is very short. It's like 20-minute episodes normally, if that. So you can go through this very quickly. I went through this in the space of like two to 3 hours, all 9 episodes, just went bam, because they're so small, because that's how the anime is. I think they're about 16 minutes in total if you take the credits and that out. But I think that also did hinder it in a way as well. This is one of the negatives. This is one of the negatives that I do have about the show is because it's not a straight one-time story, every episode is a different story told. And because of the nature of the length, it felt like some of the episodes that they were trying to tell, some of the stories felt incomplete in my opinion. So that is a bit of a downside for me. Especially like the last one, it kind of ended and I was kind of like, wow, okay. So unless they're going to do season 2 where they pick up each single story and finish it off. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but that is a bit of a downside for me, is that it felt like some of the episodes and some of the stories were incomplete personally. And just it hindered it for me. It really did hinder it, because some episodes I was really into the story, and then it kind of sort of ended, and I was like, well, I want to see the next bit. What's going to happen now? So hopefully season 2 of Star Wars Visions, they pick up some of their storylines left in season 1 and they pick up on it. What I also really like is how they told different stories. I have been waiting so long for Star Wars to finally expand the universe and finally tell me a story that doesn't involve Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, any freaking Skywalker. Okay, that's all I wanted. And I like how some of the episodes had like Boba Fett in it, had like these homages to the original trilogies and stuff like that that we know in the live action films. But overall, it's a completely different stories with new characters, new stories, new planets, it was just so good so refreshing to see new stuff. And I loved every moment that it was new. My favorite episode is the Elder one. I loved that episode so much. To see this character that is not Sith, but is dark side user, was cool. And then you see this Jedi-like figure. But what makes it so good is the way that the characters are drawn. They are traditional Japanese. There's a lot of Japanese influence in this particular show. And that's what I like, because it takes us away from the modern day Star Wars that we know of and puts us in this Japanese culture of the Star Wars universe, which is completely new and different. That's what we've been screaming for. Different, unique stories. There is so much in Star Wars Visions that I love about this, with the whole concept of new stories and new characters. Not all of it works. I'll be granted, not all of it works. But what I also did like is they didn't rely on these big lightsaber battles. Episode 2 is all about a band, which I had a lot of fun with, because that's anime. It's a slice of life episode. It's not supposed to be like this big battle. Like if you go to My Hero, for instance, it's all about becoming a hero and battles and stuff like that. And then there's this little slice of life moment where they create a band and put on a school festival. And that's one of my favorite moments in My Hero, because it's so fun. It's so unique. And it just takes away the pressure and this big grand scope of like end of the world, end of the galaxy. I have to save the galaxy. It's just about band. And that's what episode 2 was. And that was refreshing. I also like the unique designs of the characters and the designs of the lightsabers. Some of them are in shapes of like samurai swords, and it was just awesome. It's so good to see this. And I know some people are going to be like, especially when you get to the twins episode, they're going to be like, none of that makes sense. How can they breathe in space? How can they do this? How can they do that? I'll tell you right now. You want to know how they can do that? It's fucking anime. And that's what anime is. Anime isn't supposed to be realistic. Anime is over the top. It is bombastically, doesn't make sense, but it's so good. And that I thought was really good. And what makes it so good is in the twin episode is the connection of the characters. And that's what I like about this the most, is the connection of the characters in each episode. The Japanese know how to do it in the anime, and I feel like they translated it perfectly well over to Star Wars Visions, and then the designs and everything else was just absolutely great, and I loved it so much. So I give Star Wars Visions a massive thumbs up. I loved this show so much. I cannot wait for another season. I'm ready for it. I hope they drop it episode by episode and not all in one go, because now it's all done. I was kind of hoping that I could look forward to it each week, but I absolutely love it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of Star Wars Visions? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe as well. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.